Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Smith. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He'll dump this off to Cook. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And some room to maneuver. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here's a quick throw to Thielen. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Second and 8 coming up. To throw is Cousins. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Cousins. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Lance a handoff here to Mostert. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up fourth.
Fourth and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Take it at the 37. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Vikings will take over here first and 10. At their own 38-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start first and 10. A good run there by Cook on first down, powering his way forward, a gain of 6.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now second and 4. Cousins to throw it. That is caught by Thielen. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there. So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10. Down at the 33. Throwing, Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Second and 10. Now Cousins. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, it's Cousins. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So scores on their first two possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Following the interception, Cousins completes it to the fullback Ham. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They have the great starting field position, now facing third down. They'll throw again. Cousins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better. Mostert hit, and he drops the ball.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Second and short now following the fumble. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, He is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat, in every meeting with reporters. This week, he kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
Throwing on first down is Lance. Open man is Samuel, complete. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Lance now to throw. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And his maximum speed there, according to the next-gen stats, 21.9 miles per hour. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 33 yards that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Cousins. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Smith. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. To throw, Cousins. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Cousins. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though. And they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Sermon now on 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Mike 54. Mike.
Throwing now is Lance. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Cousins now. And complete right side to Cook. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing is Cousins. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Wide, get wide.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Right there. 54, right there.
Throwing again on second down. Lance. Escaping the pressure right.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Let's go. You tighten up. Hey, one set. Check, Mike.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
And Gold is able to put it through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Javon Kinlaw
able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Lance now on 1st down.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Here's 2nd and 10.
final play of the half. Cousins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Lance going to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
2nd and 5.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Not a lot of headway on that carry, but when you're dealing with a defensive line that can cover up your center, sometimes you got to think about getting out of that play. Not going to be a lot of space when that happens.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Here's Lance to throw it.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Lance finding Ayuk there for a Niner first. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They hand it off to Mostert. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now Lance on the bootleg. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Cousins. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Cousins to throw it. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down. It's taken to the 26.
42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Second down and 8.
Check, check. Block 54. What we got? What we got? Right there. 54. Right there.
Once again, it's Mostert. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is taken at the 23. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw is Cousins. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That is caught by Thielen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Smith. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Cook. Cook able to escape. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
In the NFL in 2020, only Derrick Henry had more yards after contact than Dalvin Cook, and runs like we just saw, that's why.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
Extra point good by Gostkowski, and that gives him a 3-point lead. 49ers 10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Check 45 the mic. Check 45 the mic. Check 9, check 9. 10 cycle. 45 the mic.
Here's Mostert, toss left side. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11.
It's our field. It's our field.
To throw, it's Lance. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And the numbers here don't lie. According to the next-gen stats, he topped out at an even 22 miles an hour. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Open man is Thielen. Is complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and wind out some clock with Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Cousins. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Coaches always tell their players someone's got to make a big play, but what they mean is a game-altering play, a game-changing play, a turnover forced, and we just got that. I mean, how about that play, Brandon?
Yeah, a pick 6, 4th quarter, that is a game-changer.
Someone read their keys, and someone had the courage to go after the ball right then and there.
And it gives them the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. And Lance now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Sermon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
Robbie Gould on for the field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
The kick by Gould is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3.
And from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. Not much there, only a yard. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had the play diagnosed perfectly there.
And the final number here in terms of top speed, I mean, that almost looks like a misprint. He was just absolutely flying. Unbelievable. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Now Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jaquiski Tartt. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Flushed, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Danielle Hunter in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, they've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Now Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. And give him a gain of 37. So the victory here for San Francisco. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Niners, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions.